Episode 5, take 1. Out. And action. How's it going, YouTube? DM Tombstone Belts back here again with DMT Live, episode number 5. And, let me get this off. Yeah, so how you guys doing today? Here I am now at home doing a live video for the 5th time. And I know you guys be wondering, well, when you gonna just do a normal video? I'm working on it. I'm still gonna have a plan of what to do when I start posting videos again instead of just doing a live video. And hold on one second. What is this? Whatever that is. Okay, never mind that. All right. So anyway, I just thought when I come out here do a live video for anyone that gonna probably come tune in and watch, and hopefully we may eventually get some special guests here, like we did last time with Dex TV, or I am Dex TV. He recently gone live as well, and hit him up, and of course, eventually hoping if I get Stephen Hammer, we could talk to. But you know, for when I do this DMT live, I'm pretty sure most of you that watch that just wonder, well, what's it I'm gonna do on this? It's like anything can happen. Like I said, guys, when I do this live, it's completely unscripted. It's not no preparation whatsoever. Whatever happens, happens. And I just hope that people like you can join in and maybe ask me questions, or and if there's anything on your mind, what you like to see or anything like that, just let me know, okay? So yeah, I try to do as much of these as I possibly can, like get them up to like 45 minutes to at least an hour or so, and yeah, try to at least be entertaining or yet even be like something as possible. Because most people that when they want to do live stuff, they do like live reactions or even play video games. But for me, I just can't want to do that. Besides the fact that I don't want to risk getting a copyright strike, because YouTube nowadays it's quite a pain in the ass. Bo Dragon says, "I'm gonna give you some slow head tonight." Ah, yeah. Try to be family friendly here, but I'm not gonna say what that means. So if anyone's watching that wants to know what that means, is like, yeah, I'm not gonna say it out here. Try to be family friendly here. Sorry, Bo Dragon. I mean, yes, but try to. Here we got Elisa Mean seeing. Hello from India. How are you doing? I'm doing fine. And if I mispronounce your name, I apologize. Yeah, I'm surprised to see someone from India that says hi. Hi, how are you? I mean, because I know like 50% of my fans are from the United States, but another bit of them are from United Kingdom, and I'm glad to see that my sorry, still a little sick, but most of my fans that are not just from the United States or United Kingdom, they could be around the world, and I see one right here, Mr. Singh from India. I say hello from India, everyone. How are you? And I got a like already. How's that? So if anyone that's been watching my channel or anything, just let me know what you guys think. Like, say, what's your favorite episode? I am 10,000 years old, brother. Hi, from King KYYT. Wow, 10,000 years old. I'm surprised you ain't in the world record books. A 10,000-year-old king. Wow, we're getting a lot of people on here today. How are you guys? This is DMT or DM Tombstone Belts doing DMT live. We're happy to have all you here and happy to see a lot of you comments below saying hi and all that, especially from Bo Dragon, Ayasaming Singh. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that, and King KYYT. Hopefully, within a couple of minutes or so, we may get a special guest. We get Rafael Yadav. Hi, bro. I'm from Pakistan. Oh, hi. Yeah, I say I do get a lot of good fans from Pakistan. I mean, after all, some of these belts probably did come from your great country of Pakistan. I'll tell you that. Some bootleg belts, or bootleg as we call them, But I like to say most of the belts I do collect are from people that make belts, and some of them are from Pakistan. Some I say some belt makers I enjoy that are from Pakistan, and some not so much. Hey, he's out of here. Have a nice day. You gained a like. Thank you, King. Praise for your health. So yeah, such a great time. I would say you will fight from me in WWE, or will you fight from me in WWE? Well, if there was a chance that if WWE would be related in Pakistan, maybe I could say I support the Pakistan country. But I hate to, but now I would say yeah, I may say I give much credit for Pakistan, but I'm a true American at heart, and I would say I obviously fight for my country, but I will give you much support from the Pakistan people. If I ever win a championship, I want to be made from someone from Pakistan. Eve Akilo says, Hi. Hi, Eve. How are you? It's nice to meet you. And yeah, glad that you said hi on my stream. And we were seeing a couple of likes up there. And some people sticking around to see how we are doing here on live. And I'm glad to know that I'm getting some fandom here. Hi. What is that? Sorry, I can't read that. I'm not good with foreign language. He says Great Khali was a good wrestler at WWE. Yes, I would say he was. Or no, it was. He is. He's still alive. It's just that nowadays, I think seeing giants in WWE is more of a obscurity. Like you don't see a lot of them, like Almas. I mean, who would like to see Great Khali face Omos once? Giant versus giant. They're both equal in height, both equal in weight, and both have that power game. One from Nigeria and one from the great country of India. I will gotta say, a Pujami Nightmare versus the Nigerian Giant. I mean, what you guys think? Would you like to see Great Khali versus Omos? And if so, comment below who you think would win. Because that way I like to see what most people's opinions are about the match like that. A giant versus giant. Because if anything, I wouldn't mind saying Great Khali may have a little bit of an upper advantage because he's been wrestling maybe a little bit longer than Omos. And he has been more famed out there than that. Which fight would you fight now, or WWE? Well, WWE is not like fights. That's more like UFC. But if I would wrestle, I would say, yeah, I would like to be in WWE. As much, I mean, I've been watching WWE for hell since the day I was born, and enjoyed watching a lot of great wrestlers of my time, like Stone Cold, The Rock, Undertaker, Triple H, and Brock Lesnar. But to see the wrestlers of today, and I think, yeah, I wouldn't mind being part of it, but I'm always worried about being too injured prone because with my shoulder, I don't want to risk of having a dislocation from doing something wrong. Shut up, I'm Hussein. Yeah. Bye. Good night, bro. Well, yeah, good night to you, Yadev. Uh, obviously it's like noon around here or 1 o'clock right now, and that looks like another one of those trolls are saying about their Hussein. I'm like, well, I'm not afraid of a Hussein because last Hussein we dealt with, we whooped him in the '90s, and his own country executed him. So I'm not afraid of a Hussein. Right. So yeah, like I say, guys, if you're just gonna end up trolling me on the live feed, don't bother even trying to post something because straight up, you don't intimidate me. I'm not gonna get upset. I'm not gonna get stressed out, and it's not gonna bug me because in the end, I know what I am. I know what I do. It's your guys' opinion, and straight up, haters are gonna hate, just like as it is in the football. I've seen people on Facebook talk about my team, the Detroit Lions. I like a lot of people hating on them, but it's like, hey, the the records speak for themselves. Right now, they're 11-1, and on Thursday they're going to face Green Bay Packers. We already beat them once. Sure as hell, we could beat them again and be 12-1. And if not, then I would say, yeah, okay, maybe they may have a chance. But as of right now, I'm saying talk trash all you want. It don't bother me yet because in the end, I believe in facts. I believe in what is true. So the guy says he's a Hussein. I don't care if you're even related to Osama bin Laden. Straight up, I just don't care. And this is my stream, my channel. If anyone wants to shut up, it should be you. Some guy looks like he's got in his profile picture. He's got what eyeliner and makeup on. What the hell's the matter with you? Sick fuck. Apologies for that. But anyway, yeah. So hopefully, when I do this live stream long enough, maybe I'll eventually run into I am Dex or maybe get Steven Hammer or somebody on this stream for a little bit. I'm gonna try to run this for an hour or so, and by the time by that hour, I may just cut it end here. And be probably sure you guys wonder what's been going on for my channel after doing all these DMT lives. Have I been like restoning? Have I been getting belts? Have I been getting send out leather or all that? Uh, Jacob saying, "Be safe, fam." All right, Jacob. Yeah, I'm trying to be safe as it is. Yeah, especially here. It's colder than Frosty's balls outside right now. Yeah, sorry about that, but yeah, it is cold outside. I am a John Cena fan. Oh, yeah, I would say John Cena is a goat indeed. Uh, love. Again, I'm trying. I see a lot. Looks like I'm trying. I mean, this the it's hard to translate from your language to English, love, because it's kind of hard to write that. It looks like kiss emoji. Yeah, thank you for being part of my for my DMT live. I say great love from you too. Just knowing that for anyone that sends like foreign languages, it'd be hard for me to translate because I can't pull up translator and understand what you're typing. I can fight with you and I will win. Well, Raul Yadav, I I mean, I can't judge. I can't even make an opinion about that. Then again, it's your opinion. Are you from America? Yes, I am. Like I said, my speaking of which, guys, look who's coming to join us here today on the live stream. I am Dex from Dex TV. Hey, Dex.
What's good, fam? How are you doing, man?
I'm doing pretty good. We had a couple people on our stream, and you had a lot of haters so far. Like this one guy who claims he's Hussein. Ain't that a funny thing?
Ain't that a funny thing, man? How you doing, Dan? You doing all right?
Doing fine. I just got back after my doctor's office, and so far they've been saying that I'm doing okay for my shoulder and all that.
Oh yeah. Oh, so are you fully healed already?
Not completely. Right now, they still want me like they still want me to go into therapy for strengthening. Right now, they got my shoulders in full movements and all that. They're just worried about the strengthening because God forbid if I can't get it strong enough, it may pop out again. Because
Shit, man.
there's
It's
too
time
much.
for you to get back in the ring now.
There's this one guy on here that says like that Raul Yadav saying I can fight with you and I will win. Well, it'd be kind of hard to say if you win because then again, like you say, like this guy probably thinks it's real. I'm like, bro,
Yeah,
wrestling
a lot
is.
coming to you.
I mean, if you think wrestling is real, that's how you get hurt.
For real. Or if you're putting that, like, yeah, that's how you get really hurt, bro. That's like
Well,
that
not only
Vader.
the fact that you're
Vader.
hurting someone, the the other group of people that are part of that will beat your ass too. Because hey, if they realize you're going real on these guys, they gotta tell you, hey, slow the hell down.
What does that mean? That's a work, right? When it or it's a job.
Well, to well, when you work with them, it's simple facts like you gotta make sure you can easily do the dance with them. Like if you guys could have the exact same choreography.
Yeah.
Like me and my brother, we got that type of connection to be choreography because we've been doing this wrestling in our backyard for since we were kids. And then when I was with these UWW guys, oh, Iran said, "You remember me?" Yeah, I do remember you. Nice to see you again. But I like to say, yeah, when we were doing backyard wrestling, all we had was a damn tarp. And then when we were working with the UWW guys, when they had a ring, even though it wasn't a wrestling ring, it was a boxing ring. So there was no springs in that. But we literally were, we were literally slamming on this ring like it was an actual wrestling ring.
Oh my god.
One guy actually, I say, we were doing it so much, one of the boards broke, and we
Man,
had to replace the board.
that's happened.
Yeah. I mean, we couldn't afford an actual wrestling ring, but a boxing ring is about as close as you can to an actual wrestling ring. I mean, it still was all right. I mean, other than the cable ropes, like it was those steel cables, and they put like a foam thing over it, so it's kind of like ropes.
Oh yeah. Hey, what happened to the live? The live from yesterday? Did you post it or no?
I thought it posted itself. I think it posted, and
It
sometimes it takes a while for it to.
do it right. I think because it's like an hour long, it takes time.
Yeah, it takes a while to process because I could click on it on my phone just fine, and I could watch it, and I
Badass.
would like
I
on
think
it.
it now. It was probably because it was too early yesterday.
Well, yeah, there's that, and plus two, if they an hour long of anything, it always takes a while. For me, like even trying to do like 10 to 15 minute videos sometimes could take a while, or if it's too much space in my phone. I
Yeah.
ram saying smoking kills. I think he's probably talking about you, man.
Yeah, I know, man. I'm like around that time. I need to stop, but it's just hard. One of them
Oh, believe,
habits.
oh, believe me, like I've been around my family who smoke, and it's like I mean, my brothers and that they're more of the other type of smoking, token and that as they
Oh
call it.
yeah, that too. See, I do both, so it's like,
Well, for
dang.
me, well, because my brother used to be smoking cigarettes, but then he went to dip. It was basically was chewing tobacco, and I
Oh,
think that's a bit worse because you get all that sludge and shit into a bottle, and that's disgusting. I mean, for me, I don't fuck with the tobacco thing anyway because of my asthma, so I don't even bother with that. One time I say I smoked a cigarette because my brother wanted me to like at least try once. He's like, try once. I just take one puff of cigarette. And I'm like, bullshit. Threw the cigarette at him.
man, I wish I would have had that. I wish that would have had the same effect on me, bro. But it was like, oh,
Yeah, I mean, to some people they can say it's an addiction, but it's like easiest way to cut an addiction is willpower. I
no,
mean,
sure. And then just the willpower to keep going for real.
I say there's many things I can have an addiction to, and I try to fight it off. I mean, Dave, I remember before I used to be like a money grabber, like Mr. Krabs type person that wouldn't want to spend money on anything other than myself. And then it took me a while to fight that urge to be like, be like, you gotta save your money, all that. And especially when it comes to family, I realize it's like, in the end, when you die, you can't take that with you.
You can't. You got to leave it to them. That's why I'm saying these videos. That's a tool for me to use. Like if I can't leave a lots of money for my family, at least I'm gonna leave this behind. Like the knowledge that we leave behind in the streams and the lives and the videos.
Because that's what I do as well. For say, like these YouTube videos, I thought more like a hobby. If you are challenged 21 days not smoking, then you're gonna hate smoking.
I know. Yeah, it takes 21 days or 23 days to get rid of any habit.
I mean, it's funny how they say that's like a scientific thing. Like for me, like I say, if any of addictions I had, it would have been because of my family pushing on to me. Like I don't know if I want to admit like certain things on here because it's like I got kids wanting to be watching my videos and I don't want them to look at me like, oh, this guy does this and that. Like, but no. Like obviously I've seen like I did a video of me drinking the beer. So I say I do drink alcohol, but I only drink it on occasions. I'm not an alcoholic.
Yeah, but you're a consenting adult, so you can
Oh,
drink.
when I did the video of me drinking the real American light beer, I tell people I'm over 21, and for anyone that's watching this, just know I'm drinking responsibly. Make sure they drink responsibly. So
Hell,
at least set an example for people that watch, and set an example for kids. Like for me, like I say, I wouldn't. For me, for my health conditions, I wouldn't want to smoke or want to be drinking at all.
yeah, and smoking is bad for you, kids. If you're watching this, yeah, it's really bad for you. You don't want to do it. I'm don't take me as a role model. Just take me as I've been here and done that.
Yeah. like for me, I say my family's an example. Like most of my aunts were smokers, all except one, I think. And my on my father's side, my father was a smoker. My mom was a smoker. My mom still is a smoker, and yet she had almost all her teeth removed,
Dang.
all except her bottom teeth. Because I remember as a kid watching her when she has her mouth, like you see her teeth. Most of her teeth was just black and all that shit. I'm like,
Eh,
oh god.
not there yet, but man, it's like I need to stop.
But then she wants to. I mean, I hate to say this about my mom, but she's like to say it was her not brushing her teeth with the sweets. I was like, Ma, no.
It was a
I've
cigarette.
done that before, and I had like one molar removed from a cavity and had a lot of fillings.
Do
Do you
you want
want TLC back in December? Well, I don't know if TLC's even came out yet.
what is
And
the
what?
ladders and chairs?
Yes, yes. It's not the Learning Channel or Tender Loving Care.
I thought it was the band, the TLC, the band. I was like, whoa.
I
I was
never
like,
heard of a TLC band, but I do know like there's the channel called TLC and the phrase of you got to give them a little TLC, the tender love and care.
yeah,
But
but
I'm pretty sure he's talking about like the tables, ladders, and chairs because I know if I recall, tables, ladders, and chairs happens I think before the Royal Rumble. But as far as I know, they're pretty sure they're going to bring it back. I mean, with WWE growing in that, I mean, obviously there's some pay per views they want to bring back and some they don't. Some they may just give out to like NXT.
what's the next pay per view?
The next one, let's see. We just had Survivor Series, so it'll be something in December. Well, right now we're gonna prepare for the Saturday Night Main Event. There's that, and then January it'll be the Royal Rumble. Actually, no, no, I think about it. I think December it is going to be Elimination Chamber. No, no, I think that's in March. I think March is going to be the Elimination Chamber. So they're
I'm
going to have TLC somewhere, but yeah, I think live events should reduce. I mean, yeah, WWE Live. If they do a lot of WWE Live, I'm pretty sure that they only. Oh, February 1st. Okay. All right. I think something happened with Dex TV's camera. I think you may need to give him a minute, but hopefully he'll come back. But yeah, as far as my opinion about it, yeah, I feel like they can maybe cut Vince alive down, but obviously, if they want to spread WWE out as wide as muchly as possible and give like countries or cities other chances to see WWE live, like I say, I always enjoy going to seeing WWE at Detroit. So, where's your friend? I think he may have to do something real quick, and he may be right back. But yeah. So, for my opinion, should they reduce live? Kind of a yes and no. I mean, obviously, we know that they're going to have like a pay per view almost once every month, or maybe even like twice a month, depending on certain areas. Because they're already talking about having SummerSlam now be a 2 night event, and of course with WrestleMania being a 2 night event as well. How many of you think that we're going to see Royal Rumble be a 2 night event? Like the most likely the classic pay per views from the '80s and then when they created them, they're going to probably eventually be 2 night events. Gunther is a boring champion. I would agree with you. Don't get me wrong. He does make people like him for the fact that how he can be a dominant champion, but the fact that he's holding a title for he every title he holds, he can hold for more than a year. Eventually, he does get boring. I agree with that. Eventually, he will be boring, just like Roman Reigns was when he held the title for over 1,000 days. Eventually, his run got boring. Well, anyway, we've been going on for almost 25 minutes now, and have about 5 likes. Thank you for liking the video. And yeah, we just had a moment of talking with I am Dex TV right now, and yeah, and answered a couple guys' questions or even their comments of what they think, and hopefully we may go on for a little bit longer. Have people leave a comment below. Raw was banger. It was a banger after banger after banger after banger. And if my belief about, you know, if in my belief when I think about, hold on one second. Yeah, sorry guys. I just got a message from my boy Dex. He said he's gonna have to take a phone call, so he'll maybe be back after that phone call. But I agree. I feel like speaking of banger, do I believe the fact that I think Sheamus should at least have another shot at the Intercontinental Championship after Ludwig Kaiser stops getting involved. Banger after banger after banger. Indeed, fella. But yeah, and I know eventually they have before Sheamus gets too old to where he's just now just trying to make the newcomers look good. I feel like he deserves to at least have one more title in his career, and if he's doing it just before he can retire, I feel like why don't you just give him the Intercontinental title, even if it's for a week or even a month. Like, don't need no build up because like certain people be a champion in less than 24 hours before they even lose the title. And sometimes it's intentional, sometimes it's not. Sometimes shit happens. Like think of Finn Balor. He was the Universal Champion. Where is Vinci? I have no idea. Last time I heard, he got his ass kicked by what was it, Apollo Crews? And I feel like they went all out on him, and he burnt up. That's my thought about Vinci, unless he's injured, because AJ Styles, he came back one night, sprained his ankle, broke it, and then next he's out again for another who knows 6 months or so. So yeah, simple as that. But while we're there, I was speaking of, pretty sure you guys been wondering what's been going on for me this week. And as far as I've been doing more touching up on my belts, like this red Universal. If you guys can see, I've replaced these stones here with the cubic zirconias, or as we call them, CZs, and put some of them into the W on the main plate. You can probably see that a bit. I'm working on getting this thing fully restoned soon. I mean, after all, in the midst of making belts or even buying belts, I want to try to get to going to getting most of these belts restoned. And as well, maybe reconsider about getting a one-piece belt tip for this red Universal as well. Who is the most overrated superstar? It's a harsh one to think. Overrated. Well, to me, when I think of overrated, I mean, if it's supposed to be in a bad way, who's overrated, it had to be someone of the old time superstars. Like most people think, like their time is coming fast. Like I would say, like a WWE superstar, definitely be like a Randy Orton, maybe. But then again, he's still a great superstar. Another one, maybe. Let's see, out of that picture, maybe John Cena being overrated. I mean, but luckily his career is coming to an end, so I'd say, yeah, his time may came and gone for that. Overrated, another one, maybe Braun Breaker a bit, because they're just pushing him too far right now. Because after all, for him to just get on to the WWE within a month and then to become a Intercontinental Champion, a two-time Intercontinental Champion, and all he does is just barks like a dog. Can realize he can run very fast. Oh yeah, so did that Brandon Fraser guy, or that Fraser who's on NXT as half of the NXT Tag Team Champions. Hey man, Randy get back to back lose. Well, because Randy Orton has been wrestling now for over 20 years. Is almost up there with John Cena. I mean, he started back in '02 as well as John, but John came in a little bit earlier than Randy. And obviously, with his spine problems, you forget a messed up spine for any wrestler. That's a career threatening move, right? I mean, that's a career threatening injury. Even a broken neck, literally, a broken neck can mean either you spend the rest of your life in a wheelchair, paralyzed, or dead. And then any injury like that in a wrestling ring is a career threatening incident. Yeah, Braun Breaker is overrated. I agree. Yeah, indeed. So, yeah, like I say, his most things of it's kind of like a Goldberg esque type thing. He comes out, sorry, barks like a dog, and then oh yeah, he could run up to 21 miles an hour, spear a guy, and throw his weight around, and next you know he walks out leaving. I mean, again, that's his character, but he's like a pompous ass kisser look or type of thing. Like he has that shit eating grin like feel to him, where it's like he deserves to get smacked in the face, and just to see that smile on him drop, just to say something, just to see him look pissed off. But yeah, when he comes out, think he's all that, like he's hot, like he's hot shit, but he's not. Kind of like how Jey Uso talked about how his title reign was about as quick as his football career. Then again, I'd say majority of WWE superstars did have a football career. Like Brock Lesnar, he had a football career after wrestling. Though he tried out for the Minnesota Vikings, and look how well that turned out. Uh, Goldberg, he was part of the Atlanta Falcons. Uh, the Rock, and Tyson O'Neil and Roman Reigns. All of them had football careers. Most of them were mostly college football. Because I don't remember Roman Reigns being part of any NFL team. Let me know if I'm right. Is Big E has broken, so what? Kofi. Well, because that's the thing. I feel like they're setting up to where it obviously Big E he'll eventually make a return if they able to medically clear him. Because don't forget, broken neck, a career-threatening injury, and it's hard to come back from. And they're setting up. I mean, they were thought about setting up to have Kofi and Xavier break up, and thought Big E would come in to fill in the void. But since he's been gone for so long, they're trying to be a manager for them. They're setting up to where it's now Kofi and Xavier going away from him, and New Day is no longer the exact same way as it was for 10 years. So now I feel like New Day has now become Old Day. And for once Big E gets medically clear, I feel like they're going to set up to where he's going to have to face off against Kofi and Xavier. After all, I'm surprised how Xavier could talk so much trash about Big E, and because the fact is, Big E and Kofi are the only two members of New Day that actually won a singles title. The only thing he's won, a King of the Ring. Whoop-de-doo. But Kofi and Big E are uh, former Intercontinental champions. I'm sure Big E is now safe zone. Well, I think so, but don't forget how doctors could make them medically clear. Because they got to go through a lot of tests in that to make sure he is medically clear. Because God forbid he takes one bump and a disc slides out, and then it's another months of healing up, making sure he's able to walk, stand, and all that crap. But that's what I'm saying. He may be in the safe now to walk around and talk. But the thing is, being out of the ring for a while, you can definitely be rusty. Like for me, I haven't been in a wrestling thing for over 6 years. Back in 2020, it was like the last time in 2020 was with UWW. I haven't wrestled since 2014. That was 6 years. And now it's been 4 years since the last time I've been in a wrestling ring. And I would say definitely 4 years rust would definitely build up on you. Where is Rich Holland? Well, I'm not quite sure about that. Rich Holland? Who is that again? Oh, Rich Holland from is it that like Irish guy from NXT? Yeah, he's in NXT right now, battling for Trick Williams' NXT title. So yeah, that's where Rich Holland is. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Your background is so cool. Thank you. It's actually my actual wall. It's not no green screen. You see, no green screen here. I know most people probably put like a green screen behind them and something like that, but no, I don't do green screens after all. Why would I use a green screen when I got something cool like that? Yeah, I know. Well, probably you do know because after all, this is my fifth episode, and this is I think it's the second time you get to see background behind me. But yeah, I would indeed, and so even if I was able to have a green screen, why would I want to put a green screen behind me of something like this when I have the real deal? Unless I want to try to say, oh yeah, I'm in Wick Belts' background where he has the whole display of belts behind me. But then again, I'm not Wick Belts. And is your friend gone? No, he had a phone call and he'll hopefully be back soon. And maybe so when he gets back, I'll maybe try to continue on from where we left off. Still waiting for probably when he gets back. I mean, who knows? If so, if he doesn't get back, I'll just stick around for a little bit longer. After all, I've been going on for almost 40 minutes now, and with 6 likes, well, okay, we're getting 6 likes. And pretty sure I'm ran with along with another person watching. Yeah, we had at least a good couple worded talks to some people, and a lot of love from the fans, and of course, a couple hates from the trolls. You know, you gotta have that. I mean, obviously, when you got lovers, you also got haters. But haters can hate all they want. All I know about is I know who I am, I know what I do, and I know that I don't care about anyone's opinion. It's just an opinion. It's not the truth. Truth is, I like wrestling. I like collecting belts. I like art. I like to make certain stuff. Do you know Nick Namath? Nick Namath. I don't think I've heard about him. I don't know who Nick Namath is. Perhaps you could probably give me a background, or I'll probably look him up to see who he is. But nah, I don't have no idea who that is. Oh, oh, Dolph Ziggler. Okay, I forget. Yeah, he's in TNA now. I think he's the TNA World Champion right now. Yeah, that's because I forgot about who he really was, like his real name. Like, I think that's his real name, Nick Namath, right now. After all, he used to be known as Nikki as part of the Spirit Squad. Yeah, I know Dolph Ziggler. I could say they WWE did him dirty. I'd say making him only win maybe like numerous intercontinental titles, numerous United States titles, but only able to give him like one world title. It's kind of insulting, and especially the fact how he also had maybe a couple tag titles. WWE kind of did him dirty, especially the fact they make him go for like the 24/7 title. I think maybe once or twice. Yeah, I'd say that WWE had a chance with Dolph Ziggler. They just dropped the ball with him. So yeah, so no, yeah, I do know Nick Namath, and I do believe the fact that him being in TNA, it's just another way of how WWE's trying to get him back. After all, they're working with TNA superstars as well, and eventually we may see Dolph Ziggler make a return. Do you know Bangladesh? Oh, I do know it because I work with some people that are from Bangladesh. Ricky Whiteley says, "Have you ever met the jester or trickster on DMT?" Jester or trickster? I never met anyone like that. I mean, I have several encounters with people like I said, my buddy Frank, or even Bad Dan once in a while. But no, I never heard of no jester or trickster. Oh, you're from Bangladesh? Oh, yeah. Well, because I've worked with several people and totally thought that this was someone taking DMT live on YouTube. Hmm. From your solutions. No, no, this has nothing to do with DMT, like the weed related thing. It's funny part of the joke, but no, I call it DMT, just abbreviations for DM Tombstone Belts. Hey, two guys don't leave. Well, yeah, you're one of the two right there. Yeah, but like I said, I know people from Bangladesh. Some of them are actually work at a factory that I work for. Uh, Obviously, hard to talk to them, especially when they speak in that language, because I don't know a lot of languages. I don't know Bangladesh language or Arabic or any of those. Like, I forget some of the languages what they speak. Like, obviously, there's like Arabic, there's Aramaic, or something like that. I'm not quite sure. But yeah, I do know people from Bangladesh. I work with at least one or two of them at my factory. Some probably were probably from Saudi Arabia. Some are probably from Iraq, Iran, or any of those Middle East countries. Bangladesh has so many Roman Reigns fans. Well, I'm pretty sure of it, especially uh, a lot related with even the Undertaker fans. There's worldwide of them, Stone Cold, Rock. But I can see Bangladesh having a lot of Roman Reigns fans. Well, we've been going on for almost 45 minutes now. Well, it's been going on almost 44 minutes, and so far, hopefully soon we may get our guy. I'm Dex TV back on, but maybe during the weekend I may do a DMT live, and hopefully could run into Stephen Hammer. Shout out to him. He's a great friend of mine. I'd like to talk to him anytime I can. And as well, I'm a big fan of his YouTube channel. Go check him out. It's Stephen Hammer. Why is angry? Well, Seth freaking Rollins. Maybe he's angry because the fact of what's going on between him and Roman Reigns. After all, how Roman Reigns just destroyed him after WrestleMania 40, and how The Rock treated him. Yeah, he's not a big fan involved with the Reigns in them anymore. And of course, CM Punk. The guy left 10 years ago, given with the. I mean, he left WWE with a bitter taste in the mouth. After all, he gave him the big old, and moved off and gone to UFC and was trash at that. And then he decided to go back to wrestling and then do AEW, basically adding more salt to the wound. Wait, so you're not going to take DMT right now? No, guys, I'm not going to be taking any drugs. Remember, this is I'm trying to keep this as family friendly as possible. I'm not going to do anything involved with drugs, alcohol, or any of that bullshit. I just call it DMT Live because A, it's funny to think of a name like that. Most people, yeah, most tokers would definitely look at a channel when they call it DMT Live. So I think I got you right there, Virus Solutions, thinking, oh, you're gonna see a guy just come out here smoking weed. No, no, not gonna happen. Maybe close. I may drink tequila or something like that. I don't know, but I say I'm over 21 and I drink responsibly. Like I say, guys, do not abuse drugs. I mean that. Make sure you do it responsibly and not be doing a bunch of stupid shit. But yeah, so why would Seth be angry? I mean, it's probably the reason of that as well for like CM Punk. CM Punk thinks he could come back, welcome with open arms, and step right in front of the line and take on and become a champion again. And plus, too, kind of funny because Seth Rollins was actually CM Punk's NXT rookie during the time when the main roster stars were picking the rookies, like how Miz's was Daniel Bryan, Seth Rollins was CM Punk's. Yeah, I've been going on the past 45 minutes now. Have a couple likes and all that. But like I said, like the whole phrase of DMT, I kind of find it funny. Most people, because I heard about people saying before how DMT is related to like weed and drugs and all that. But I think it's like a funny thing because I used to do I would say that I never mentioned this before, but I actually used to do a gaming channel with my brother and a friend of ours named Josh. We did a gaming channel called UGN, the Unidentified Gaming Network. But the very beginning of it, we called it Master Gamers, kind of like Master. But we did it in a way to say we call ourselves the Master Gamers. But we changed it to UGN, and it's been a couple years. It's been almost several years since we did a video like that. I think over a decade since the last time we did a UGN video. And the last video I was doing was actually playing Outlast Outlast 2. Yeah, the last video we did was me playing Outlast 2, trying to beat that game, and yeah, that the Outlast games, I would say f those games. You know, those games are just it scared the living hell out of us. One video, I mean, literally, we have over a couple hundred videos in that channel alone. I mean, obviously there was no face cam at the time. I think we did face cam once, maybe, but most of our videos is just the audio of us playing the video games, and the Outlast games were pretty damn scary, especially when you play them at night. Yeah, dumb move. Yeah, that was a couple years ago. That was before I went done college. It was right after I graduated high school. So yeah, I would say YouTube was a big thing for us when we were kids, doing stupid videos and posting them on the internet. Thinking people getting likes and that. So if you guys want to know about my actual beginnings from doing YouTube videos, it's one I've made appear on YouTube a couple of times. Some of you may have seen me from previous channels. Some of you may not. Like my brother has a channel I appeared in a couple times. And there's the gaming channel, the United Gaming Network. You want to see that one? Look it up. Another one being with my buddy Frank. We do our own channel of reactions and reviews and stuff like that. Frank and DMT, or the Frank and DMT Show. So yeah, guys, I've been around YouTube for a little while, but most likely, my big time being part of the channel, it'd be just one right here, DM Tombstone Belts. And the Frank and DMT show is kind of like our collab channel, where it's my buddy Frank's channel meets with my channel. We've come together to do reactions. That's why we call it the Frank and DMT show. Because other than saying Frank and DM Tombstone, it's just too much to say. So I thought it came up with the name Frank and DMT. So yeah, I would say I've done YouTube a couple times. I mean, I've done a couple YouTube channels or appeared in a couple YouTube channels other than this one I'm not doing right now, my main channel. As well, the wrestling channel, the United Worldwide Wrestling, where Bad Dan enters the ring and just wrestles for a couple titles. Let's say he's a former Legends champion, a former Hardcore champion, and of course the current and the last World Heavyweight champion before the pandemic. So yeah, so that's my account. The fact that even I mentioned UWW a couple times here on this channel alone. Hold on, guys. I got another subscriber. So, guys, eventually I'm gonna probably put an end to this stream, and I know hopefully soon I want to say about Hassan Belt. I've been trying to keep updates with him, seeing how the belt is coming along. Because the guys, already pretty sure you guys know I'm gonna be getting a new belt soon in the mail, and pretty sure most of you've been wondering who is Hassan Belts. Well, he is the guy that gave me this one right here. I would say probably a great belt, the big green belt. Probably the oldest title for when it comes to the WWE championships. The oldest version I have. And do I ever think I may get the Backlund belt or maybe even further to where like the first belt where Nature Boy Buddy Rogers had, like the US one? I don't think so because that one feels like any you get to go to any trophy store and make that up your own, and it's literally just the exact same. But I would say after maybe the big green, I might have thought of getting. Well, I know I need to get the Hogan 85, so I can complete it from big green to Hogan 86. There's the Hogan 85 in the middle, and then there's the Backlund belt. I'm pretty sure the Bob Backlund belt, or at that point, was the WWF championship at the time. That's probably as far as I'm going to go with that title. But I know my collection's far from over. I know I'm going to get more belts, and eventually may need to make an expansion on my Dan cave. After all, there's not a lot of space left on the walls. But then again, you could just lay the belts on the floor, so like that, or find places to hang them up. Who knows? Maybe we'll bring back the bars. Oh, sorry guys, I'm even boring myself. But eventually, may get the wooden bars hang installed on my ceiling, like at my old Dan cave, to have the belts like suspended above me once I run out of space. But you know, who knows? But I do know I will still trying to get more belts. I still will be working on making more homemade ones. And and like I said, guys, by the time when Royal Rumble comes about, or when the Royal Rumble pay-per-view comes about, and then when it ends, I want to do a road to WrestleMania choose a belt contest. All right, so so now it's been 54 minutes. We're reaching to near the ending of this stream. And anyone who's been watching and joining, how are you? And if you want to be posting more quotes or texts or comments in the video, please leave comments now because I want to say we're reaching near the end of this stream. Or if the case of I Am Dex TV comes back on, we would try to see if we can get on a little longer. But if he doesn't come on by the hour mark, I might cut a video here. So anyone's watching, you want to say hi, post it in the comments or anything, let me know. So yeah, wow, I'm surprised we're going on for an hour, and Mostly I like to do these for an hour. Maybe I do it. Try to see how many of these I can do. But anyway, yeah. So and as well, I'm trying to get my belts restoned. I already got almost every single one of them. The only two belts that I don't have restoned is the WWE United Kingdom Championship and the Red Universal. I'm partially restoning right now the Universal, and I'm working my way up to where I'll eventually get that one fully restoned. Obviously, I'm thinking once I get the other stones in to replace the to have the side plates fully restoned, I want to work on the main plate where I want to get that one like fully restoned, like those square stones or any of the clear stones, to get those fully restoned with cubic zirconias. Because obviously some of it has been restoned with Swarovskis. I know some of the on the main plate is Swarovskis, the big stones. But if I do get some cubic zirconias, I want to replace them, the stock stones with cubic zirconias. And I know I may eventually think about replacing the big Swarovskis in that one with cubic zirconias just to match it all together, see how it looks. But I do say I do love the cubic zirconia stones over Swarovski a bit because the cubic zirconias kind of stick out, they sparkle more, and they look much more flat and part of the belt than the Swarovskis. Because the Swarovskis, sometimes you gotta find the right shape and size. They don't have 7 millimeters for Swarovskis, but they do have them for cubic zirconias. And lucky enough for that particular belt, I do have. There's a video on YouTube that shows exact measurements of what the stones are for that belt. Thanks to OCC when they made the first network logo belt, the World Heavyweight belt. So because you get the Universals, both red and blue, the Undisputed are all made from the original network logo WWE World Heavyweight Championship belt. So all the stone sizes are going to be exactly the same. And I know from when if I do get the undisputed title, I'll eventually go to getting that one restoned as well. And most likely, if all the stones like on the center plate, since they're black stones, I eventually try to check see if I can get black cubic zirconias or any of those that are black stones and just have those restoned as well. But yeah, well, we're a couple seconds away from maybe doing the 2 minute warning. So, yeah, guys, football related here. I know by, I think, what is it, tomorrow it'll be the football game of the Packers versus the Lions. So, why not do something supporting my team with the Detroit Lions than doing a 2 minute warning? In fact, I'll be right back. All right, guys, I think we now are at the point of the 2 minute warning before I cut this video off. So, why not I be wearing my Lions stuff? Anyway, I hope you guys are had fun on this channel, and all the people that have been watching. Thank you for at least sticking around to the end of this stream, and of course, thank you for all the likes. And I've had, I think, one person subscribe. So remember, guys, for anyone who's been watching my channel, please make sure you're subscribing because I eventually want to get to the 600 mark. I'm real close to the 600 mark. Only about like now, like 34 maybe subscribers left before I reach 600. I mean, it was cool when I reached the 500 mark because now, thanks to the 500 subscribers, I'll now be able to do this, the live stream. And every step closer when I get to 1,000, I think when you get to 1,000 subscribers, you can get to ad revenue. And ad revenue will really help me out as well to finally get some extra money off of work here and do it to YouTube. But yeah, it's okay. We're down to the final 50 seconds. So I know by the time I get to an hour, I'm going to probably close this video out if I don't get anything from I am Dex within that time. So, yeah, and I'll say eventually, maybe like on Saturday or Sunday, I'm going to try to get in contact with Stephen Hammer. Hopefully, eventually he'll join up and we could talk and all that. Because I know the best thing for me is like try to see if I can spread out my content more to talk to other creators of this society of belt collectors, belt makers, and anything related to belts because I know there's a fandom out there for people that like to see me talk to Stephen Hammer, Paul Martin, another one, or even Hazard F5, any of those great people. But anyway, I reached an hour, so I'm pretty sure I'm going to end this stream here. So for those that are watching, thank you so much for sticking to the end of this stream. And like the video if you haven't already, please, or even check out my main channel. Don't forget to leave a like there, share it, and subscribe if you haven't already. Please subscribe. Also follow me on my social media, like on Instagram at DannyMe96, and as well on X at DM Tombstone 96, where I usually post stuff there before I post stuff here on YouTube. I'm DM Tombstone Belts, and I'm saying from DMT Live, thank you and good night.